Have you ever wondered how a female animal can have a reproductive organ that resembles that of a male reproductive organ among the animal kingdom? Alright, my name is Lucas. Welcome back to my channels, and today I'm going to talk about the animal that is misunderstood among the animal kingdom, and that is the hyena. When you see the hyena, you may think this is just a mere animal, but this is the animal that plays a big role in the ecosystem among the animal kingdom. And actually, the other thing about this animal, it is not only a creepy, hunter or scavenger, but also it is a very intelligent animal and also a very social animal. The group of hyenas is called a clan, and that clan can have about 80 members. So that means that is a very big clan. Let us dive into the facts and what you need to know about this animal. All right, fact number one, the remarkable strength of this hyena. Actually, this hyena is recorded as one of those animals that has gotten the strongest jaw among the animal kingdom, whereby this jaw can tear down a bone or a dry bone in order to get the bone marrows that are inside that bone. Its biting force, it is 1100 psi. That force is really strong, whereby it can crush a bone in seconds. The other fact you need to know about is their communication. Normally when you see them, giggling or laughing, you may think they are having fun or maybe they are doing what? No, actually that is one way of communicating to each other. So they use those giggles. Sometimes they use other different sounds to communicate or to demonstrate something that is, is supposed to be passed on in the group. So let's say they are going for hunting, there is the way they communicate, but for you, when you're hearing them, you may think they are actually laughing. So their communication is actually complex. If you really don't understand the way they communicate, you may think they're just laughing, but also that laughing or that giggling can mean frustration. Sometimes they can be depressed. That's why I say these are one of those animals that are misunderstood among the animal kingdom. Then when we talk about the ecosystem, these play a big role in the ecosystem, whereby, as I told you, these animals eat everything. Doesn't matter if it is dead or it is not dead, and doesn't matter if it is bony, because they chew bones. So in the ecosystem, these play a big role. How? They do clean the environment, I would say, because if they find a dead animal, they will just eat it. And remember, when these animals die, they may cause germs. When they rot, different germs come out of that animal. When these hyenas find that animal, when it is dead, they will just eat it. Which is not common with other animals. So that's why they are very important in the ecosystem. So the other fact I want to tell you about is their hunting skills. Many of you may think that actually these animals, they don't hunt, they just eat leftovers, or maybe they eat dead animals. It is said that 95% of their food is obtained through hunting. 95%. That means 5% is that what you see, but 95% that food is got by hunting, and that is most done by the spotted hyenas. Since they work as a group, so they can gather up and actually can take down even a wild beast. That's how serious these animals are. So then the other thing, or the other unique thing about this animal, is their reproductive biology. Many of you may think, how does it give birth, right? And that is a very, important question for you to know, because the way this animal gives birth, it is very unique. That is not rare among other animals. A female hyena has what we call the pseudopenis. So this pseudopenis looks like a male's reproductive organ. Yeah, I know you're surprised, right? And you may think, how does it produce? How does it give birth, right? So this pseudopenis is the one that gives birth. It is the one that is used for mating, and also it is the one that is used to urinate and do other things. When you look at a female hyena from a distance, you may mistake it as a male hyena. Why? Because so that is very unique and awkward, because many animals, they don't have that in the animal kingdom, but this has. So during mating time, it is very hard for a male one to mate with a female. So that means that a female one has full control. If a male comes and wants to mate with a female and the female doesn't want to mate with that male, it will not be possible. Why? Because it is very hard for a male's reproductive organ to penetrate through that female's reproductive organ if the female has not really allowed. The female one has control over that. And mind you that this hyena, or the female hyena, is bigger than the male hyena, and also it is more mean compared to the male hyena. The biology about the reproductive system of this hyena, it is wide, and I'll make a video about it only because it is very interesting and very unique and very awkward. So, all right, don't forget also to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Lucas the Guide, and also follow me up on all my social platforms, that is Instagram and TikTok, Lucas the Guide. I'll see you soon. Bye.